Hey,
Hello.
we inadvertently had a little break.
Yeah, we took a little bit of a hiatus.
It was 2 weeks. Been a long 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Lots going down.
yeah, we took a break because everybody was sick.
Everybody's been so
Yeah.
sick.
Everybody was sick and sleepy, and we just needed to recuperate a bit.
Today's Valentine's Day.
Woo!
Hearts and love. Our main topic is sort of related to that.
Okay.
I've been saving this one. Are you excited?
Mm.
What episode number is this? Do you
9?
know? You're so good. We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna turn my phone down.
Bing bong.
Bing bong. Who wants to go first?
It's been decided I always go first.
Thought we played games.
No, we did, but then you were just like, oh, why don't we? I just always go first. And I was like, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're gonna go first.
Okay.
No games for you. So we'll be right back with David, and it'll be fun. We're here to encourage you to like,
Share
comment,
and subscribe.
hit the bell for notifications,
Ding.
do all of those things for us, please.
And thank you.
We'll continue to bring you this super fun philosophical content, useless for everyone.
Mm-hmm. All the buttons.
Hit all the buttons. We'll see you on the other side. I winked. That was weird.
Bye.
Anything that irks me, I talk about. People fascinate me and the choices that they decide to make.
Anything else you'd like to say about it?
Nah.
Fair enough. What are we doing here?
We're doing my segment.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
it?
This segment of David's Diatribe is
Is
clothes shopping in stores
ooh for humans.
for humans. It's not fun
Why?
because
Okay.
the average human is a bit bigger than me.
Okay.
So when you go
The
to the
average
store,
man.
huh?
The average man. The average man.
Yeah, the average man is a little bit bigger than me.
Okay.
Or an individual that wears my size clothes
Okay.
is a little bit bigger than me.
Okay.
Ideally, it would be a 31, 32, but they don't make those in stores. It's
Okay.
30s or it's 32s.
Okay.
32 is a little bit big for me,
Right.
but you wear a belt.
Yes.
30 is a little bit small. You gotta.
Okay. So you go to the store and you can only find bigger clothes.
I go to the store and I'm looking for 32 32s,
Okay.
and I find 38 30s.
Okay.
I find 40 32s.
Do you think possibly
Mhm.
that it's because people have all bought your size and they only have the bigger sizes left?
If that were the case, they would be able to, whatever the market is, right?
Yeah.
You would buy in bulk for a particular thing.
Okay.
If it's, pumpkin spice latte season,
Sure.
you're going to bulk up on certain things.
Pandering to your audience. I like it. Thank you.
So you should buy or order more of a particular type.
You think the market should have evened out by now?
Yeah.
If my theory were true.
Yeah. The 32 32s are all gone. And then you're left with 36 30s. And that
You just can't wear those.
you can't.
They just fall down.
Yeah.
What's the solution here?
They need to be better at ordering.
You do? They
No,
do.
They do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm.
So you're like the only guy that I know that cares about the fit
Yeah.
of
Important.
their clothes.
I mean, I think it's from my military background.
Oh,
and your
like it has to fit.
uniform. Yeah, your uniform has to fit. It has to look nice.
It's not a vain thing. It's a this is incorrect thing.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's a little bit of both.
Mm.
But, what you wear is shown to everyone. It, represents a little bit about who you are.
Sure. Listen, you can wear those 3630s, and I will be around just to help you hold up your pants
Mm.
or take them off.
This has been David's Diatribe.
Thank you for that. That was very enlightening and inspiring.
Mm. Wink.
Not at all hot take, a lukewarm look at something that has happened that
Mhm.
I'm like, I would like to offer my 2 cents on that subject. If I am topical, it was topical 15 years ago.
Mhm.
So let's take a lukewarm look at something nonsensical and fun.
We're back for another delightful iteration of Kelley's I'm Kelley, the lukewarm take of the day. Not at all hot take. And this one is also not a hot take at all,
Mm.
but I've been inspired
Okay.
by you,
Mhm.
David, my husband, not my brother.
Mm-mm.
With that, I would like to talk about clothes shopping for women.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So listen, I like it.
Oh, your stance has changed.
My stance has completely changed because we used to go shopping,
Mhm.
and I wasn't like an odd, never seen or heard of shape,
Mm.
but like you can't.
It was a little, you know.
It was difficult
Yeah.
to find anything, and then once you did, it was like one, and then you couldn't find anything else.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So you go into that store and you try to find just that one thing. So
Mhm.
you were talking about 3130, 3230. You, true or false, you can go into any store and buy a pair of 3230 pants and they will be the same size. True or false?
I would say mostly true.
That is not the case for ladies' pants. I have bought the same pants in 3 different sizes and they all fit fine. One's a 4, one's a 2, and one's a 10.
Yeah.
What is that? So basically, you can't buy pants.
Nope. Because you get different sizes and lengths and waists. This is the same for shirts.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, no. Well,
I guess breast size might be a thing.
yeah. Well, the yes, and also no, because you can get a small. If you have big old knockers,
Mhm.
it just obviously it wears differently,
Yeah.
right? I mean, honestly, you can buy whatever size shirt you want.
Mhm.
It'll fit the way it fits. That is kind of cool though, that
feel like
you
it
can kind of
hit-
wear whatever you want.
Yeah. I feel like I'd cut your armpits off.
Well, yeah, there's that. I like shopping
Mhm.
because it's fun now. Used to not like shopping because it
Mhm.
wasn't fun.
Yeah, you were real mad about it.
Yeah. But then we went shopping on my birthday. So it's fun to shop when 2 things are true. One, you don't really have a time limit
Mm.
and you're shopping with you.
Mm.
And 2, when more things fit.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the trick.
Yeah, I enjoy shopping. It's fun.
Yeah. Do you like shopping with me?
Yeah.
Like with me for me?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
Does it bother you or do you like it?
Enjoy it. It's fun.
This has probably been the most disjointed Kelly's lukewarm take there ever has been. But I think I went where I wanted to go.
All right.
You never know what the main topic is.
I never do.
You like it that way.
I do.
It surprises you, excites you.
Excites, intrigues. I don't know if it ever shocks me.
Well, that'll be my goal, is to shock you.
Eh?
Do you have any idea what the main topic is today?
Nope.
Is that how you like it?
It is.
Why you laugh?
like it.
Huh?
I like it that way.
I like when you said that like that. Little dirty. Okay. So there is 2 sections
Okay.
that we are going to bring together. We're going to talk about possession.
Mm.
Ooh, what was that?
Possession is weird.
Okay.
Continue.
No. This is where I want to start. This is where I want to go, and
Mm.
I'll get to the other thing maybe if we get there. Again, sometimes we take weird journeys, but we end up going cool places. So what was the initial like to possession?
Just the idea of, to me, possession means um, I am man, you are woman, my
Okay.
possession is woman. That's what flicked.
Have you ever been possessive in relationships?
I think when I was younger, I was maybe a little bit more jealous. And so there was a little bit more of a, I don't know, control was the first word that popped into my head.
Mm.
But I was possessive in an earlier relationship. But
Story time with David.
no, I mean, you know about it. Um,
What?
the fiance lady
Oh, okay.
and the first. I mean, we were dating.
Right.
We weren't dating for very long. She cheated on me, and then told me about it like a week or two later, in the middle of the night. And then
It's a choice.
I forgave her,
Sure.
and then fast forward about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It turns out I didn't. Yeah, it manifested itself not ideally.
Sure. That situation you regard as you became possessive of her?
I became possessive in the sense of I told her that I didn't want her to see that dude anymore
Sure.
because she did the thing and then was like, I realize I messed up, but I don't want to get rid of him out of my life because he is a friend. And I was like,
Mm.
well, if I'm in your life, I don't want you to see him
Mm.
because of this.
I don't find that to be unreasonable.
Hmm.
But if you had a conversation and you came to an agreement,
Yeah.
far be it for me to be like, no, because it's really easy from the current partner standpoint to bash the previous partner, and I refuse.
Yeah.
Won't do that. So you were possessive because of a thing,
Yeah.
and then as you've gotten older, you're no longer possessive.
I don't feel as though I am, no.
No. You feel like that's something that can be projected onto you?
I'm sure there are certain individuals that could see the way that we interact and then just assume certain things.
Like what?
Like with the way that,
Fascinating.
no, I mean, like with the way that we have like done our finances,
Uh-huh.
or the way that we currently share the workload, like how we have structured that.
Uh-huh.
Um, it it could be construed
That
however way you would like.
you're possessive of me?
Well, that I'm possessive of my own time.
Oh.
I'm possessive of you, um, like working more and being like the front runner
Oh.
so that I can spend more time at home. There are ways that,
Fascinating
you know,
critter. Well, see, and I'm
dive
petrified that
in.
it looks the exact opposite.
Sure. Yeah.
Like people, you don't feel like you're a jealous, possessive person any longer with your stuff,
Mm,
not people.
yeah.
How do you view your possessions?
They're my stuff.
Uh-huh.
And you do not touch my stuff.
Right.
But I was an only child until I was 14.
Yeah.
So,
So people, not your possessions.
mm,
Stuff, that's my stuff.
mhm.
I do remember the first time I wore one of your hoodies. You were noted, like you tried
Yeah.
sort of to be like, that's my hoodie, like trying to be like funny or like cute about it, but also trying to tell me like, don't wear my stuff.
Yeah. Without asking.
Right.
Yeah. If you ask and I say yes, that's fine. But if you just yoink it, I'm not going to be thrilled about that.
And see me, you grew up
Yeah.
essentially as an only child. I grew up in the middle of five, and it belongs to whoever has it in their hands.
Right.
So that was just different there. So what do you think? I mean, besides the obvious of like one's a person and one's a thing.
Mm.
Why do you think people are so possessive in the first place? Is it filling a void? Like what makes us want things
Mm.
or people?
I mean, dudes are weird. I mean, ladies can be weird to a certain extent too, but I think it's more dude related in my head, anyways. There's just that like caveman ego mentality. You know, I landed this broad, this she's mine.
Mm-hmm.
No man may look or touch. You may not look or touch. If you're in a room with dudes, leave, or that
Why
weird
is
stuff.
there a not small part of me that likes that?
I mean, sure.
What is that? What is that?
I I I think it might be.
I'm terrified.
I
I
th-
was like, ooh.
I think it could be just all of the movies and TV shows and stuff that we watched growing up.
You don't think it's a little bit more primitive than
I mean, it
that?
could be, sure. Movies and TV just kind of reinforced
Uh-huh.
that feeling
Mm.
of like, ooh, I'm being doted on.
So with that, you talk about possessions and people and things and like stamp of ownership,
Mhm.
the ubiquity of the idea of on Valentine's Day, you see those little hearts. What do they say?
Like, be mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we all like it, or we all relate to it.
We all relate to it, you know.
Huh.
I mean, just that idea of
Belonging.
belonging, of just being loved, feeling, being wanted and feeling wanted.
I think there is something to be said that there are relationships that are like that that work, right?
Yeah, there are.
What is the most, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but what is the most jealous you've ever been in your whole life?
I guess in school,
Uh-huh.
people had cars and I didn't. I was kind of jealous of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then my parents would take me wherever I wanted. So I'm like, I don't
So
know.
you were able to rationalize your jealousy.
I mean, yeah, in that one instance, I can't really think of too many things that I've been jealous about.
So this is where the rubber meets the road.
Mhm.
I read that a person lacks passion if they lack the possessive feeling of their partner. Now, granted, this is on Quora or whatever,
Mhm.
so it's just as good as Reddit or X or Twitter, whatever the
Yeah,
flip dapping we're calling it now. Do you think you are a passionate person?
I think it depends on what it is.
What, like what?
I'm passionate about like the family.
Yeah,
I'm passionate about, I'm counting you in the family.
sure.
So don't
Hopefully
freak out when I'm
not all in the same way though.
no.
No. Do you think there's anything to that? Like passion begets possession?
I mean, sure. Like the more passionate you feel about a thing, the more possessive you will feel about it.
Does that lead to a lack of chemistry between a couple?
I mean, it can if one person feels it more than the other one.
Mm.
Or, one person is super possessive about someone and the other one has no idea who they are. Like stalkers and that sort of a thing.
Oh.
Yeah. How do you feel about it? In
I think
the
there's a
possession?
line, but I don't know that it's completely straight from one to the other.
Mhm.
Like, sure, people are passionate about things and people that they like, hold dear, but not maybe physically
Mhm.
feel like bound to.
Yeah.
The line between passion and possession, I think, is definitely there.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I know entirely what I think or
Mm.
mean on this topic because I consider myself to be a passionate person,
Mm.
but I'm not a possessive person unless that parlays differently. And do you think I'm a possessive person?
I would say generally no.
Like with you, with a partner.
Yeah, with me, I mean a little.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, I don't think in a negative way.
Like how?
Like the I'm gonna cut people.
Oh,
Yeah,
I do say that a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's hmm. You're
But
right.
like I said, I don't think it's negative.
It
It
is
can
kind
be
of.
it can be made to look that way, but
Yeah. Well,
I know that you were meaning it in a joking manner.
most of the time.
Yeah.
There have been instances
Well,
in
sure.
which I was like, we better walk away because I'm about to make a scene.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I just think it's rude and disrespectful.
Mhm.
There have been people around us, and by people I mean
Mhm.
who like outwardly, I think it's a thing that if there is a security in a relationship,
Mhm.
passion, possession, chemistry, all of that is a little bit more challenging to see. And then it's very much easier to say, like, oh, it doesn't exist there. Because you are not this
Right.
means you cannot be that.
Yeah. You don't meet the definitions of those words
Right.
to me,
Right.
therefore you do not have it.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it's not seen in a jealousy way or a possessive way, then it must mean that there's something wrong. Like
Yeah.
that is how we have come to assess relationships of like how passionately you fight.
Mhm.
Because the more you fight, the better the makeup. You know, like
Yeah.
you've heard that, right?
Yeah.
I've not known that to be the case with us. However, I don't want to say anything out of turn,
Mhm.
but I know exactly how you feel
Yeah.
when I need to know it.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So why is that why is security the boring option? I guess is what I'm I'm wondering about humans is
Yeah.
like why is there this intense need and desire to have the drama of it all?
I mean, it's the drama of it all and like the showmanship of it all, the retelling of it to friends, family, coworkers, whatever.
Why can't a boring story be good?
That depends on who you're talking to.
Yeah,
Like boring conversations can, or boring stories can be good
yeah,
for certain people. They're like, oh, I wish I had that. My house is,
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, we blow up all the time. Rah.
I feel like the other side of the coin is the more common one, though.
What,
Where
the
it's,
drama one?
yeah, like
Mhm.
in order to have a good, healthy relationship, you have to have drama. That idea is out there,
Yeah,
and it
it
is.
is. I think the younger that you are, the more likely you are to for that to resonate.
You think it has to do with
I
age?
think so.
Hmm.
Age and experience. I think the older you get, the less, hopefully, the less likely you are to
We're talking.
enjoy the drama of it all.
Mm.
But some people don't ever really they latch on to that feeling, that dopamine, and they're just into
So
it.
it's chemical.
I would think so.
And if you get like addicted to that, if you have like an addicted personality, clearly that is it's it's out there and it's common
Mhm.
because they tend to find each other.
Typically.
Like I need the drama. Oh, good, I need the drama too.
Yeah.
But then turn around and be like, no, I don't like it that
Mhm.
way. I wish I had the boring way.
Well, they do when the drama has reached critical mass. Like I just need a minute to chill because there's too much going on in my life.
Yeah.
And then it drops off for half a day and they're like, I'm bored. You guys are boring. This is dumb.
That's
Yeah.
the thing, right? Like it is so attainable to be uber passionate, uber like have a super mystery filled, I can't find the different word than that,
Mhm.
relationship without the, you know, whiplash of possessive, jealous,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, when I was younger, I was in a relationship and they asked me like how I was, and I was like, I'm pretty content. And they
Yes.
did not like that I used the word content because content didn't mean happy. It just meant okay with what was going on. It could be better, but like it was
You had
bad.
a trauma response
I
to
did, yeah.
that
It stuck with me for a while. Yeah.
much later on, because that was something that, like, when we were talking about things like that, like, I just wanted contentment.
Yeah.
Like, I just wanted to settle and be settled. And I think I said it, and like, I
Oh,
feel so content, and
yeah,
you're
one
like,
of
that's
us.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God.
Well, yeah, and it just my brain changed it to be like, you can't be content because she hated that, so content is bad.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, it's not. Like, you were content, you were happy, you were fine.
Yeah. Content is peaceful to
It
me,
was good.
you know?
Yeah.
I don't, I mean, I'm not the only opinion in the world on it, but I've never heard content been used with such a negative connotation to it.
At the time, neither had I.
Okay. But it did. It stuck with you
It
for a
did, yeah.
minute. Yeah. Does it anymore?
It doesn't now, no.
No. Well, I mean, in the beginning of our relationship, I I wondered why we didn't fight more.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we had fights about us not fighting,
Yeah.
you know, and I mistook it for different things because that's what I thought meant
Yeah.
was a good relationship.
Yeah.
Is
That's
that
what you were used to, and
Mhm. That's what I mean. That's what I saw growing up. That's all of that stuff. But now, like, honestly, truly having both sides of the coin, I prefer this.
sure.
This is much better because you still get that kind of like unbridled passion,
Mm.
but you don't have the like knockdown, drag out fights in a Ruby Tuesdays parking lot.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Well, and I find it funny, like when you just said the unbridled passion.
Yeah.
I was like, anybody that's watching this
Sure.
that knows me specifically,
Yeah.
I don't think that they would key the term unbridled passion
Uh-huh.
coming from me. And it just made
I mean,
me
it's Valentine's
chuckle.
Day, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and it might get cut, it might not.
Mm.
I'm gonna see your reaction to it. Anybody that says that about you has not slept with you.
Sure.
What's the reaction? Can I keep that in or not?
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Like, but that's what I mean. Like, when it's important,
Yeah.
it is important for your partner
Yeah.
to feel held,
Yeah.
but not possessed.
Right.
It is important for your partner to feel content, but not bored.
Yeah.
Right?
It's important for each of you to know how to respond to the other person.
Mm-hmm. Winding down, wrapping up, anything else you want to add about possession and chemistry and jealousy, contentment?
I think I will just kind of reiterate. I think it's important to know how your partner and yourself respond to each other.
Mm.
I think if you are coming at them with certain energy and they don't like that, I think you should course correct.
Adjust.
Yeah. And I think you should also be comfortable in expressing yourself in how you receive things and how you don't like to receive things.
Yeah.
I think it's important to be communicative about those things.
I think the biggest thing for me would be is like spend as little time as possible worried about on like what others view of
Sure.
your relationship to be, and that's hard to do.
It's
Like
hard,
it's
yeah.
a lot easier to say
Yeah.
than done.
Or you can just be like me and don't have any friends, so you don't have to worry about it.
I'm your friend.
Yeah.
Kids are your friends.
Hmm?
But don't try not to be concerned about, you know, if others view you as boring or whatever. And then really lean into those quiet moments with your partner and, you know, be okay being weird
Yeah.
and like really, really know each other. And you can find all of those things between the two of you, and the more you do that, the less it even matters
Yeah.
to who's like watching, and then you can hear those things and like they can just go in one ear and out the other. If she's like, okay, oh no, you don't think I have any passion. Oh no.
Whatever will I do?
All right, well, join us next week. We will be back next week.